Hey guys, and welcome back to the Interceptor. So today it is the first floor of season 20. I can't believe it's already been 20 seasons. But yeah, and we are against Indominus Rex or Red X. We've never heard of them before. They're not like a well-known alliance, and we didn't really expect them to put out that much of a fight. So you guys will see how that goes. But they're running Stubborn, of course, and they have a 345 Doom Boss. So I was assigned the Doom Boss. I was told that I was going to be fighting this regardless of who I chose. So what he did is he gave me two options. He said I could take in the Ghost Trinity and take different paths, or I could take these paths with or sorry, no, he wouldn't have changed my path. But because I had hood, I would have been allowed to do the fight. But I could have done these paths he gave me with either Sim, Magic, Warlock, or I could have done these paths with the Ghost Trinity, because both of them are viable options for the boss. But it turns out, or after I was assigned these paths, and I had the option, or one of my fights later on, I did complain about it. I said, this is not a good matchup for the champ I'm bringing in. I am going to die. And he said, try your best. Spoiler alert, I'm going to die. It's just not a good matchup. The matchup I'm given, and the matchup I go into the fight with. So yeah, you'll see that. But on the first node, this is the Power Focus 1, and we have Yellow Jacket on here. So our goal in this fight is to just drain power and always be at least a medium distance away from him, so that he doesn't throw the unblockable L1. There, I genuinely don't know what happened. I think it was just like the first fight back, and I wasn't really used to competitive war. And I missed a parry. But that's going to be the only mistake that we make this fight. So, yeah, this shouldn't be too long. I don't think I'm running suicides yet. I think I turned them on later in the war. But very, very easy fight here. I don't even think I'm going to get to an L2. Yeah, he just dies. So just over a minute. And that is it for my contribution to section 1, because I know I'm taking that Arcus. We have an Archangel to take that Arcus. And now we're against this Doom. They did have a Doom boss, and they had another Doom on top of this, so they really just didn't care about diversity, it seems. But this is on Ebb and Flow Intercept, and this is not actually the matchup I'm talking about, but this is, again, a bad matchup. So for Doom on this node, ideally you want a Human Torch, or you can also use Ghost. Ghost is going to trigger the Stubborn, but what you can do is you can land your Intercept, and then you can throw a Special 2 after blocking. So in the future, I would much rather send a Ghost or a Human Torch to this fight. But yeah, you can just see, we're going to try to intercept right here. But there's really just not much we can do. So there, I'm just waiting for the aura to go away so that I don't get nullified. And I did use an invulnerability boost for this fight, but turns out it didn't really matter because he went for heavy, and I got hit anyways. So we do land our little light intercept there. So now we're hitting a little harder, but we're going to mess up again later this fight. We are just hitting our light intercepts. He doesn't go for it there, and I did try to dash back instantly, but he just wouldn't go for it. He shrugged off my my parry, or my stun. My parry, yeah, same thing. And luckily I was paying attention to the timer, and I knew it would happen. But right here, if I'd gone into this fight with suicides, I might have won. But yeah, I'm going to die in this fight, and it's not going to be pretty. So there, I was trying to get another intercept. But right here, let me just slow down what just happened, or we watch the rest of the fight. So what happens right here is I go in right here. So yeah, I go in right here, and I tried to hit a parry. I don't know if it was a missed input or I missed the parry. I feel like I didn't miss the parry. But yeah, he puts a shock on me. And the second he puts a shock on me, the first thing he does is go for heavy attack, which would be fine, except for the fact that that right here, when I hit him, I get a shock on myself. And after the first hit, I tried to click on special 2, and I didn't get it fast enough, so I ended up getting to my special 3, unfortunately, which is basically just going to completely eliminate any chances I had of winning this fight. It is very possible to win this fight in this position, but right here, all he does is spam heavies. So the AI coming out of this fight was just absolute cancer. So you see he comes out of the special 3, and he doesn't move a single inch. Watch this. He does not move a single bit. All he does is he instantly goes for heavy, and since I'm far enough away, it doesn't stun me. And I figured, okay, he went for heavy. Now it's time to go punish that heavy. So I go straight in, and as I'm about half a millimeter away from making contact with my foot into his face, he goes for another heavy and kills me from almost full health. Not almost full health. I was 53, but he did enough damage to kill about 65% of me. So yeah, a very unfortunate death there. And now we'll go into another one. So this is, again, that Doom. We did not have backup that was able to take this, which I think is probably possible, but difficult. And then here we have just healing up Magik. I wouldn't have healed up Magik, and I would have called backup for this fight because they did have, I think they had a Quake who could take this fight. You could just do parry style. But I do know that I have another Magik fight after this, so I am going to heal her up, and this attempt goes way better. This was about only a few minutes later, so not really that long, but I go in with the special 1 boost, so I wasted both vulnerability boost and a special 1 boost on a fight that I die to, which just makes me a little mad. But this is not a SIG 200 Doom, so we're doing fine. And we do get hit there, but we had the limbo up, so we don't take the damage. We heal it back. We're at 90%. And what we're doing here is I am trying to get an intercept, but he's just not going for it. So I finally get an intercept there. It's sort of a stand-up intercept. I call it like the modified stand-up intercept because the stand-up intercept is right there what I did when I tried to punish him right after the special. But there's another slightly different thing you can do where you just dash back and then go for a medium right out of your special 3. And if you time it correctly, it's roughly the same consistency as the stand-up intercept. So there I had a few intercepts in a row, and we go into the Nova fight. So this is the fight I was complaining about. I said, there's absolutely no chance I'm going to win this fight. Nova can be soloed by Sim Supreme on this fight, but I am not a good Sim Supreme fighter. I only ranked up Sim Supreme because I literally had no other decent mystics at the time, and I ranked him up specifically for the Champion 6.2 fight. We have a rank 3 6-star Sim Supreme in RPG. I'm not sure if he was rank 3 at the time. I think he was just rank 2 at the time of this war happening, but you can see this guy's just being horrible. He's not throwing any specials, and we've wasted so much of the time, so much of the fight. He's got 2 special 2 now, still won't throw a special, and there we go. We get the dex on the last parts. But we just can't get Stubborn off. He does catch me on the dash back there, and at this point I knew the fight was over. 91%, we're just going to throw the special 3 to get our protection, to get all the debuffs going, our attack going up, and also to heal back just some of that missing damage once I'm able to parry. So there we go. We do 1 combo, we dash back, and then we go for a second combo here, and we go to our L2 for the power drain. It does not push him under 2 bars, which I was really hoping it would. And you can see we're actually doing good damage, and this is all damage that's reduced by protection too. But yeah, we're going for another L2, and spoilers, I'm going to miss the evade on this L2. I thought I was holding block. Turns out I did watch the clip back, and I did actually dash back intentionally. No clue why. I should have just taken the block damage. I would have been about 40% health. but instead I'm at 11%. And then we're going to go for a dash back here, and just like he did earlier in the fight, he is going to catch us on the dash back. I don't know why, I just can't dash back against Nova. And that is our second death of the war. So starting off very, very poorly, but can we recover? So this is a rank 3 6-star Doom boss. I completely redid my masteries, and I boosted up completely. I don't know why I didn't show that. But yeah, we used 30% attack and health, 15% attack, 20% health. Both of the higher levels of the Mystic class boosts, the power boosts, and then I also used an invulnerability boost. So when we're doing this fight, it was around noon. I had was working till 11, so I just gotten off. I also had to drive my sister and my friend home. So I just didn't really have a lot of time, and then I finally get back. Doom boss is in fact open for me, and I have done this fight before, or I've done like a fight that's very, very similar to this, so there's not really any difference between this fight and Doom on Power Snack, because the only difference, like literally the only difference, is that in this fight, you're not going to be able to parry stun. In the other fights, with facing Doom on Power Snack is what you want to do, but there's literally no difference between this fight and him on that node, and I have taken a rank 3 6-star on that node without suicides, which was over 200 hits, as you guys remember last season. However, this is just that fight, but like 50% longer. So we're already at 100 hits, a minute and a half in. We're doing a good job of only taking block damage well under limbo, but there are plenty of times that he is just not going for our intercept, and there's not really anything we can do. So we are hitting a lot of our stand-up intercepts, which is amazing, and we are running 3 out of 3 recoil as well, and I believe I actually put on 5, no, I didn't put on Assassin. I think I put 1 point into Assassin just so he was down there. He might miss a parry if I mess up, or like, I don't know, some reason. But now we're about to cross the 150 hit threshold, 2 minutes in, which is well over 1 hit per second. But just all of those buffs he's getting on him are going to be reducing the damage intake a lot. And looking back at this fight, the one thing I would have done differently is, if you noticed at about 2 minutes and 50 seconds, I had my special 2 back because I drained a special 1 after I power locked him. If I could redo this fight, what I would do is I would build up to my special 3 with intercepts after that, and then throw it to get rid of the debuffs, to get rid of the buffs. And because I'm running 3 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion, I'd be gaining a lot of power back, and I would also be doing a crap ton of damage because of the way that Magik's special 3 works. So we are at pretty low health, and at this point I'm like, okay, I can't really afford to take any more blocked hits. However, he doesn't go for my intercept, so I have to take another one, but luckily I have perfect blocked it, and then we actually are able to hit the intercept with our special 2 without triggering dex, and we're about to hit the 250 hit mark in this fight, which is crazy that a fight takes this long and not updated the timers to be 5 minutes. There's not really any way that we could have soloed it with Magik. However, I do hit a nice intercept after he doesn't go for my intercept there, and luckily right there he only goes for 1 hit before throwing heavy. But now he's under 15. I'm doing a little bit more damage with Assassin, but I do have 20 buffs up. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to power drain with my L2, and then right here we're going to save for an L3. I think I throw 1 more L2 actually, and then we're going to save for an L3. Yeah, so right here we're going to save for our L3, and that is going to kill him. So I do manage to get the Doom boss solo. It took 330 plus hits, and it was crazy stressful. But to be honest, we didn't really need it. As you guys see in the war results, we absolutely crushed this alliance. Red X is a decent alliance, but they didn't really stand a chance against us because we're a Masters alliance. So we did win that, which was awesome. 332-0 is the longest fight I've ever seen in Alliance War. But yeah, we took the W. It was not close. We won by over 2,000 and by over 20 defender kills. We didn't actually die 33 times. That is inflated. I think we died 32? 31. We died 31 times. So 2 of those are fake deaths or deaths that came after 3 deaths, so likely to doom bosses. So yeah, I hadn't got rid of that stuff yet, but we did win the war, which makes us 1-0 this season, which is great considering I played like absolute dog shit for the first half of this war, and only can I say that I had a good overall war because I managed to solo a boss that no one else had any desire in even attempting. But yes, so that makes us 1-0 on the season, and I already have 2 deaths, which sounds crazy to say because that's averaging 24 per season, but it's not going to be like that. And also PSR, I don't even want to mention it, but I will. I'm at 2 out of 4, so 50% success rate. That is going to go up, I promise, over the next few wars. As I'm recording this right now, we've already done 3 wars, and it is way higher than 50%. But that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.